know, you have to keep in mind that the tori and the uke have a big relationship together. So even though it's warm out here, don't get lazy in your training, because you have to imagine that their sword is very sharp. The katana would have been a superior weapon over the ninja toe because it's longer. Okay, step back please. So this is a sharp sword. Never forget that that could take your neck. We're not going to use them, but you understand how sharp it is. The second you blink and you're dead. So don't forget the sharpness, even though we're not going to use those, of course. There's no pressure to go through your wrist with either. The straight curve doesn't matter. So know that if you get hit in the wrist, that could be a really bad injury. If you're getting touched in the neck, that could be mortally wounded. So you have to know, and I hate to say the word act, but if someone hits you with a sword and you stand there, that's not realistic, okay? So we'll do a technique from Ichi that you can go and warm up with. His sword is bigger and longer, but not necessarily faster. You'll hear us talk about today a lot of being early, being in the middle, and being late. And we'll also talk about forward mai, ushiro back, naname diagonals, etc. In this kata, if I'm in Ichi no Kamae, it's very hard for him to get around this shield. But at some point, I'm going to lower it slightly into Geidan no Kamae, which opens the head up. If I don't move, if he knows his distance, I'm dead right there. Your goal as a samurai is to cut with what part of the blade?
The tip.
The last couple inches. So he has to clear a lot of distance there. Very slow. About here, I'm going to risk and take this up toward his eyes. So you move in and lift up here. Lift here. I'm also moving left a bit. If you watch my left leg, here. Just in case it misses, I don't want to be here. That's not so good. I'm going to come here. Don't stab them in the eye, please, unless you sign your liability for them. Coming up. Once I hit something or not, or scare him, just turn this way and then cut across. Make a little circle. So it's 1.5, 2. Again, slow. 1.5, 2. If he has armor, it's not going to work, right? Because the armor's here. So this type of stuff won't work. If he's wearing armor, I'd have to be here and close the gap and use leverage on the butsumetsu, which is the armpit, not covered here. So this is different. This is more taijutsu. I'll let you play with which one you want to do. You can do this one where I use my body to cut him. If he's not wearing armor, just use the blade itself to cut whatever target that's close. In that case, the wrist. Again, 1.5. Use leverage here. One of the targets, the kote, inside. Another is here, the butsumetsu.
Could you turn your sword upside down for that move if you had no armor?
You certainly could. If I had my sword blade up,
yes,
I could take his wrist off just by lifting.
right.
Or I could just move here and take his thumb off. You see his thumb there?
Yes.
This way. It's hard to limit the targets, there's so many. But if we do it together, step forward with your left foot as the sword rises.
Yes.
Now you're offline of the attack. Use the leverage of your legs to turn the blade down and cut here, or move in and use your body and cut. Are you ready to try it? Do like 5 to 10 each, or switch. It's up to you.
Do you train in 800?
I train in